AskReddit by Bath No 7713. What is the most disturbing fact about the human body? The fastest killing virus takes around 4 days to kill you. That would be Ebola. Your immune system can kill you in 15 minutes. https://en.m.wikipedia.org/wiki/sweating_sickness. It used to be a day, but the virus killed itself off. If your brainstem, the part of the brain that mediates most motor control for all of the body, is damaged, you can get locked-in syndrome. That means you're fully conscious and aware of your surroundings but unable to move or speak. The only muscles that remain unaffected in most people are the muscles that move the eyes and the eyelids. You're essentially trapped within your own body with your only way of communication being blinking or moving your eyes. It can be caused by toxins, blockage of the basilar artery, which is the main artery of the brainstem, or other brainstem damage. My mom's partner is like this. He had one stroke too many in January and lives in a hospital bed now. We didn't think he'd make it a week, but it's almost June now. She visits him 5 days a week. He's been asked if he wants to stay alive and he's always eyed yes so, woof. Not me, I think I'd rather die. Some people suffer from exploding head syndrome, which causes them to hear a loud bang when they wake up. Edit, holy st. I did not expect this comment explode, no pun intended. When I was younger I believe I experienced this a few times. Sounds I heard were about 1 million people talking and laughing all at once, a train that aisle would have been about a foot away from me based on the volume of the sound, and a door slamming loudly. IDK about the most disturbing but how bad human teeth are. We'd think it's our sugary and processed diets these days that cause it, but even Otzi the Iceman discovered in Italy was found to have terrible teeth, mouth diseases and cavities. It's odd that even with the most basic of diets our teeth are so bad. Not sure if this is by design, but I totaled my car once, almost completely uninjured somehow. Then I looked down to my right hand, which I remember jabbing into my dashboard at 55 miles per hour. Luckily, unluckily, only my pinky took the blow. But instead of a floppy udder full of bone sand, my pinky was 0.5 inches long. Broke no bones, but instead perfectly stacked my phalanges, or finger bones, into my hand. This is fixed by a muscular Russian nurse grabbing your pinky with both hands and pulling very hard. God, I wish they gave me more lidocaine. TLDR, hit my pinky on dashboard, stacked finger bones instead of fracturing them. Edit, thanks for gold, S. Muscular Russian nurse, new band name. If you have a surgery where they need to move your organs around, they might not function for a day as the body assumes that they are dead. Ellen Damp, D nurse here. This is why we won't let post-op C-section patients eat until they fart. That way we know the digestive system is back online. If you eat too soon after abdominal surgery, you can end up with a paralytic ileus, which is where all the food just sits there until it gets thrown back out the top end. If you think C-section pain is bad, try a C-section plus vomiting. Edit, to clarify, when I say eat, I mean actual solid food, not clear liquids. Your body knows all the answers of the biology exam but won't tell you. This frustrated me immensely during medical school exams. It is always making disgusting body noises. The only reason you are not aware of it is because the ambient noise kind of drowns it out because your ears focus on it. If you go to one of those super silent rooms that absorb all sorts of sounds, it is a really weird way to reacquaint yourself with your body. Don't worry, my tinnitus drowns everything out. This is gonna end up one of those TikToks with Subway Surfers gameplay. Definitely Minecraft Parker. I noticed this after my abdominal surgery. When I turned over in bed, my guts seemed to fall from one side to the other. Mentioned to my doc and she confirmed it was my bowels rearranging themselves. Yes, I felt that after my C-section. Well, just this week there was a woman, local, in her late 20s who died of a toothache. She had posted on FB about needing a dentist over the weekend and decided to wait till Monday. Sunday morning she was gone. The infection went to her brain. Thanks, I have a toothache. The brain chemistry is stable enough to last thousands of years if not diseased. It's the rest of the body that kills us. Put my brain in a jar, attached to a machine. Stomach acid is very powerful. It would burn right through us if we didn't secrete mucus every few hours. Which is also why we salivate excessively shortly before vomiting. It's our body's self-defense mechanism to reduce the acid damaging the esophagus. There's enough copper in your body to make a pair of headphones. What kind of headphone? There's quite a difference between AirPods and massive over-ear headphones. There are a vast number of ways that your body can malfunction and kill you with little or no warning. An aneurysm can go undetected until it bursts and kills you. Getting hit in the chest just the right way can stop your heart. You can encounter an allergen that never previously provoked an immune response that freaks out your body so badly that you die. You literally just never know if your body will just die. Pulmonary embolism just took out a family friend. Life is scary as hell. Period cramps are essentially your womb suffocating itself. To get the uterine lining out of your womb during your period, your uterus has to contract. Sometimes, when the contractions are stronger, your womb squeezes its blood vessels so tight that oxygen can't reach them, which sends pain signals to your brain. Ouch. But wait, there's more. This process increases your production of chemicals called prostaglandins, which encourage more contractions of the uterus. There really is no mercy. Excessive prostaglandins is also why some people get really nauseated or experience the aptly named period poops right before at the start of their period. A third to half of all fertilized ovum do not result in a viable pregnancy. They are expelled as a heavy period instead. Most women don't even realize that they miscarried. Just experienced a chemical pregnancy a few weeks ago. At-home pregnancy tests and ovulation calendar apps are great, but you're hyper aware of what's going on. Had 3 positive pregnancy tests and then 2 days later the heaviest period of my life. That our own immune system can kill us by defending itself against intruders by basically blowing themselves up. Immune systems can also get confused and start attacking its own body, causing autoimmune diseases. The tiniest injury to your brain can change your entire life. Depending on the part of the brain that gets hurt, you can lose your special general senses, control over your own body, the ability to produce and or comprehend language, your memories, your personality, etc. Remember to wear a helmet, everyone. At the same time, there's parts of your brain you can lose and still be able to function completely normally. Shit is wild. Deleted. My old boss died from an AAA, aortic aneurysm. His wife said he stood up from the table at the restaurant they were at. He stretched his arms and said his back hurt and collapsed. Supposedly he was dead by the time he hit the ground, comma. The prescription acne medication Accutane turns your bones green. I learned this working in a bone and amp tissue donor center where sometimes you'd get kids, or adults, who'd been on the stuff and their bones were either bright green or a darker forest green depending on how long ago, how many treatments they had. We wouldn't reject the donor or anything, the bones are still fine, they're just green. I have a lot of weird stories from this place. Edit, it could be minocycline and not Accutane. All the processing techs I worked with swore it was Accutane though. Edit 2. Some people are sharing stories of Accutane and bright green wisdom teeth roots, so maybe it is both? People with tattoos often have black lymph nodes from the body trying to get rid of the ink. You develop cancerous cells every day, but your immune system deals with it. Edit, usually. Right up until it doesn't. Your skin is your biggest, most complex, and least understood organ. Your skin is what most everyone considers their identity. Your skin has an amazing amount of specialized areas and functions. Elbow skin is very different than the skin covering your ears. Skin is an external organ. It's an organ that is in contact constantly with the world around you. All of your visible body is skin, except for your eyes and hair and nails. Your skin requires more energy to sustain than any other part of your body. Skin is fucking wild. The actually is wrapped in a big sweaty blanket we call skin. You have about 2 inches of penis length that is below the surface, but no amount of tugging will get it out. Challenge accepted. Your butthole and your mouth originate from the same cell grouping during development, but the butthole cells form first, then the mouth cells from them. That means your mouth is from your ass. Fun fact, organisms which form asshole first are called deuterostomes, while organisms which form mouth first are called protostomes. Source, for some reason, I needed to know this for the MCAT. An estimated 60% of cancers arise from non-modifiable risk factors. In other words, they are not due to any lifestyle choices and they are not preventable. Edit, source,
https://www.science.org/doit/10.science.aaf9011 close bracket if anyone is interested. This study is just one data point that fits with the broader epidemiological data that also suggests 40% of cancer is preventable. That's actually very calming to me. Less pressure to do everything right. I'm the youngest of my family, so as long as I outlive my family so they don't have to see me die, I'm okay with going when it's my time. People that have severe epilepsy can get a procedure done to cut the corpus callosum, which connects the 2 sides of the brain and allows them to talk to each other. Once this happens, your image identification side can't talk to your word side, and causes issues if you aren't able to look at an item with both eyes. Otherwise, patients act mostly the same. So if you were asked to cover UI that sends info to your language center, and then shown a ball to look at for your object identifying center, you wouldn't be able to tell what it is out loud. Your brain would still be recognizing it, but wouldn't be able to provide the word for it. As well as some other interesting stuff as talked about here. https://yahoo.be/fsm1iq92pw close bracket. Fortunately, it is very rare to get this done these days as medication has become more effective, so this procedure is a last resort sort of thing. My little sister was born without a corpus callosum. It comes with some hearing, learning, and vision disabilities, but it lets her do some weird shit too. She's fully ambidextrous to the point where she can draw with her left hand, pretty well too, and write normally with her right. She's colorblind in one eye but not the other, but the colorblind one is so sensitive to light she can see pretty well in pitch darkness. She gets an excuse to wear cool glasses that have one side blacked out. You can swallow between 1 and 2 liters of saliva every day. Everyone reading this just swallowed manually. Honestly, the fact that bowel sacs move on their own, that's freaky after me. They what? People with pancreatic cancer can have a sense of impending doom weeks to months before being diagnosed. Edit, sorry for adding to your anxieties. If you aren't a middle-aged or older smoker, you shouldn't worry too much about this. If you are, please stop smoking. There are drugs and behavioral therapies that can help you quit. I love you. Edit 2. As others have pointed out, there are other diseases that have this symptom too. You can freak out about this fact or just take the moral of the story. If you feel like something is wrong, don't wait. Hesitation is defeat. Set up an appointment with your doctor, ask them what it could be and how they're going to determine what it is.
Ask questions and take care of yourself. People who are suffering from internal bleeding from like a crash or some other traumatic event also have an impending sense of doom. Some EMTs are trained to take people seriously when they say I'm going to die even if they outwardly look fine.